Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so that you're notified whenever we go live. Welcome back. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. We have some trendy stories around the world. The first of which is about Harrysong. We've covered Harrysong quite a bit here. Again, Harrysong is an example of his story is an example of the story you don't want to become your story. I don't want to attack these people personally because honestly, it's becoming more and more true, clear and clearer every day that people are people, and oftentimes a lot of their behavior is coming from a place of complete ignorance. Not necessarily. Hi, Biba. Good to see you, Biba. Not necessarily intentional ignorance. Okay, just ignorance. But even the fact that they don't seek the help that they need also come from a place of ignorance. Even that part. So that's why I'm gonna keep making noise about this. I like get the help you need, get the education you need, get the skills that you need. So it's not about this person's. It's about making sure that your story don't look like this. Okay. So that's what we're finding out. Let me again welcome Biba. Good to see you. Please help me like and share right away as you're coming in. Yeah. Shout out to the 3 people that just came in. Shout out to 4 people, 5 people, 6 people that just came in. 2 people that just came in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notification. Again, we're talking about Harrysong. Who is Harrysong? Harrysong is a guy who is a producer. He's a singer. He's a songwriter. He's an extremely talented guy too. But talent is one thing. In one area of life is one thing, but when it comes to romantic relationships, I don't know if anybody necessarily have the talent. I think, unfortunately, most of us have to collect woto before we start to learn. Sadly, because oftentimes, if we haven't gone through certain situations, we can't comprehend. So even if I told you, you might struggle to comprehend what we're talking about. Okay, so with that being said, I think I want to play this video. Let me play this video. So earlier on today, Harrysong's ex was on Daddy Freeze's platform, and her name is Alex. I think Alex P or something like that. Yeah, Alexa. Okay, Alexa or Alex, something like that. She was on Daddy Freeze's platform and she was in a bed. She was being transferred back and forth between different hospitals. But earlier before that, she was in the news claiming that she's now decided that she's going to give up the custody of her 2 babies to ex-baby father or ex-husband, who is Harrysong. Okay, so she says she had decided, but then later on Daddy Free Show, it looks like they're saying she's about to commit the ultimate on her life herself. She's sick. She's being transferred back and forth. In fact, there was a scare, but eventually she talked. Let's listen to this.
Connections. So I felt like at the point I needed peace. I needed my peace. I needed my sanity. So I had to okay, if the kids is the problem, or you take them.
Hello, causation. Hello, money and wealth conversation.
It's not going to be easy for me. But at this point, I did not have any choice than to give him the kids, so I can breathe.
So you heard that. So she said at this point she doesn't have any other choice than to just give up the kids to Harrysong, because according to her, the guy has been threatening her. Give me the kids. No money. I'm gonna abandon you. He will come over, but he had one condition where he would let her breathe, according to her, if she will come back to the house. If you remember, just some few weeks ago here, I covered Harrysong where he was trying to be the next Neo, where he was saying he has polygamy now, he's a polygamist now, and he has, again, Harrysong seems like a guy who is heartbroken. Okay, being heartbroken doesn't mean you're not the villain. This is the part that I keep to press for you guys. Just because you're the victim in a relationship doesn't mean you're not also the villain. Okay? Just because you're heartbroken doesn't mean that you're not capable of hurting another person's son or daughter. Okay? Hurt people, in fact, do hurt people. Very, very important. I need you to understand this. This angle that somebody must be wrong. It's not just one person that can be wrong. Two people can be wrong at the same time. Two things can be wrong at the same time, can be right at the same time. The issue here in a lot of these cases is skills sets. We're disrespectful. We're a disrespectful generation when it comes to relationships and marriages. Back in the days, as much as I drag back in the days, there was a system that worked for those people. There was what? A system. Not because people were holy. Do you understand? It was a system that worked for the people that lived in that era. Stop saying that your parents saw, your mother suffered. You're lying. Okay? Your mother is telling you just one side of our own side of the story. Okay? And you will still never understand what they went through. By the way, the men also went through. It's not a competition. Stop bringing that into the conversation. What I'm saying is that if you're going to do something and you want to do it right and you want to do it successfully, just maybe you need to learn one or two things beyond common sense. Just maybe. This young man, financial abuse is involved. Emotional abuse is involved. Manipulation is involved. Daddy Freeze asked her, say, do you want to get back with him? Are you open to getting back with him? That one to me is an obvious no, but I guess he needed to ask. But shout out to Daddy Freeze. He ended up raising a lot of money for her today because she ended up in the hospital. And, but I'm just telling you right now, relationships, they're easy. But on one condition, if you educate yourself. I promise you, I'm working on it. I'm going to load a bunch of educational material for the members on this platform. I think membership is like $1 or $2. We already have one there called the Smart Relationship Guide. Smart Relationship Guide is a 30-day guide. It's a 30-day guide that will teach you all of our concepts when it comes to relationship. That is a manual already, but I'm coming up with the Prestige Marriage Manual, the Prestige Dating Manual, and the Prestige Relationship Manual. So we're working on that. But all you have to do is be a member of the channel. You see the join button. But I'm telling you right now, we are just disrespectful to relationships and particularly marriage. Anytime you hear yourself, there's no manual for it, that's what you're doing. You just happen to be more expressive, but all of us are disrespectful because we think we can just jump into this institution and not have to sit down somewhere and learn one or two things beyond common sense. That's what I have. So I see both of them as victims of the situation that all of us, for many of us that learn what we learn, we had to collect first. Woto. Before we learn.
Sorry, yo.
Even removing myself, okay? But it doesn't have to be you. And even if it has been you, you can fix that. But the foundation was bad. Slow down, okay? Everybody's foundation was bad. I've always said that here. Everybody's foundation was bad. Today is a brand new day. You can build a brand new foundation, okay? And if you know that there's stakes in that relationship for you, why not do it with that person? Why not? What's stopping you? Because if you go into the street, you're going to hit the same stumbling block anyway, I'm just saying, just maybe, just if it's that simple, because oftentimes it's not that simple. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Welcome to those of you that just came in. We have some other trendy stories around the world. We'll be right back. This is Ola, Man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number One Red Flag. Yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.